Hello and welcome to the Stand Comedy Club podcast. This is producer Chris. Fraser, Molly and Lottie are currently taking a well-deserved break, having just set up the brand new Glasgow venue. So for the next 2 weeks, we're just going to be putting out a little compilation of some of our favourite bits from the previous episodes. So if this is your first episode of the Stand Comedy Club podcast, this is a great place to jump in. You can get a little taste of our little back catalogue. Part 1 is out this week, Part 2 will be out next week, and then in 2 weeks' time we'll be back with your regularly scheduled programming. But in the meantime, enjoy this little best of.
Ba-da-da-da.
Well, look about, ooh-wee.
I, as a teenager, was really obsessed with McFly and Busted. That was definitely my...
I believe that.
I was going to be offended and realised...
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
She's just a loner with a sexy attitude.
And I'd like to phone her because she...
Gets me in the mood. Is that the words? Is that the words?
The rumours spreading round that she cooks in the nude, but
Oh,
she
what
don't
the fuck?
care.
Do you know I used to
That was
fancy
for
the
children.
crap off Dougie, the bass player. He was my big fan of him.
There
True,
is a whole
actually.
bit...
I think it's the name Dougie. It's like, he's just cool and like casual.
What's your story about Busted?
The...
McBusted.
The Busted have a song about being in love with a school teacher, which is fucking weird if you think
Oh, in
about
fairness
it.
they do, yeah.
What
yeah.
does that go like again? That was my...
I
That's
asked you to
what
dance
I go
at the
to
disco.
school for.
And though it is a real
What am I
bar,
singing?
and my friends call me crazy, there's none like Miss
You're singing.
Mackenzie. It's what I
You
go
said
to
no.
school for.
But you said no.
Yeah,
So that's please tell me that's a song about
asked you to
consent.
dance at the disco, but you said no. The whole
What's the one about
world.
shagging an air hostess?
Air hostess, I like the way you dress.
I hate to fly, but I feel much better. Occupy my
Is that
mind.
already
ready
like,
your
I
love
messed
letter.
my
I missed my
I
pants.
don't think too much
I
about the
used, to think,
PPRS.
I used to think that was like shitting your pants.
It's a better song.
I don't know what
Everyone
messed my
started with the
pants
song
meant
being
when I
he
was
shat
like
his
12.
pants.
Came.
He cummed.
He cummed in the plane.
I cummed my pants when I flew over France. Spelled Frants.
Anyway, what about them?
Sorry.
What's
none
worse? There's a question. Would you rather... Well, I suppose this is a slightly new issue to me. Would I rather be sitting in a plane having just shat my pants or cum my pants? What would-
Surely come.
Surely, come. You'd rather
It
come.
doesn't smell the same.
That's true. You'd like to hope so. Yeah, okay, that's actually that's pretty clean cut, to be fair.
I would much rather come your pants. Anyway, sorry, that gets so distracted. I used to love Busted Witch tracks, and I loved McFly more, and I went to go and see them so often. It was like bad. Like, I'm actually embarrassed about it. And there was one bit where it was after McBusted was a thing. Busted came back, and they had a reunion tour, and Charlie was there, and so I went to go. I used to go all the time.
Charlie from Busted.
Charlie
Eyebrows.
from Busted, yeah. And I was like, fuck, this is going to be so good because, you know, love them. And we got seated tickets, and because my friend didn't like the feeling of in standing that you couldn't get back to where you were.
If you went to
needed-
the toilet or something.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
So we got seated, and I was like, you know, it's fine, it's cheaper, and you still have the same thing. And we sat down, and I was texting my mum, and there was screaming going around, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? And then I looked up, and McFly are coming up the steps to sit down, and they sat directly in front of me. And then I looked to my left, and Busted, one of Matt Willis's wife, Emma Willis, was sat next to us, and then behind us was the one of their brothers, and then Ellie Goulding was sat to my right, and we were in the fucking family box.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's a fantastic story.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
yeah, it was great. And then
One time Rhys Darby kneed me in the head.
no way, but the
Yeah.
I remember one time I accidentally booked it was like a 32 room hostel And I walked in there and it was like 4-story bunk beds.
Oh wow!
I walked in there, I was like, oh, I've really fucked this. This is like shockingly bad.
Wow.
And I was walking around, and the only bit, like, you would see all the free beds because people were nicking the pillows off of them. And I was like, I've got to go out and do my gig. And by the time I come back, everybody's going to be in bed. I'm not going to have a pillow. So
Did you
Take
take the pillow with you?
Yeah.
no, I didn't even think that. I was just like, right, I'll just go to the gig and hope that I meet someone who will look after me. And just by like pure luck, there was another Scottish guy on the bill, and he'd booked an Airbnb, and it had 2 beds in it.
Oh, that's so
So he
nice.
was like,
Do you remember
"Aye."
who it was? Who the Scottish?
No,
was it?
I've never seen that man again.
Oh wow.
Aye, so I'm like,
Do you think
Maybe he wasn't real?
Yeah.
he's all just a dream. Just got drugged as soon as I entered the hostel.
Yeah. It was like like a fever dream from lack of sleep or something. One of the, I guess, many qualities of you, Susie, is the fact that you have is the fact that your comedy is relatable to everyone.
Yeah.
Like you were saying earlier that your
Oh,
demographic is
my
is-
audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my audience is like 18 to 80 straight, gay guys, girls. Like, I've had like 12 guys turn up at the Fringe and all different Fred Perrys. Right? And I was like,
You do like Pokemon, like got.
Viva, Viva la Revolution, boys. This is where it starts.
Also, I'm sure. I mean, a straight man would have said football stickers, and I've gone for Pokemon.
But yeah, so I've been really fortunate about that. But I think part of that as well is like there's a certain kind of perception of gay women in the media, right? And certainly gay comics, like you know, you've got like people like Sandy Toksvig, who you know was like on kids' TV when I was a kid, right? So you're like, oh my god. And she's great, very funny. And you've got, you know, like Sue Perkins, and then you've got like Susan Calman, so they're all kind of in one bit. And then the next kind of batch is like maybe like Jen Brister and Susie Ruffle and Zoe Lyons and yep. And all of that. And I think I'm just very different from all of them. And I think a lot of it is probably my class.
I was gonna bring that up.
Is definitely my class. I would say definitely my background, in the sense that, you know, I've and I'm not saying that these people haven't, but I've very much lived a life. Before I get into this, you know, I worked in pubs, and I was working in building sites and stuff like that. So I think you've just got a kind of different vibe, and you know, when you come, there's certain cities that you come from, and it's quite ingrained in you. And I think Glasgow's very much one of those cities where you do kind of have a wee bit of a swagger and a wee bit of is that fucking right? Aye. There is an element of that, and you kind of have to have a wee bit of that in comedy, I think. And whereas I would be the gay woman that men would feel comfortable, straight white men would feel comfortable sitting in the pub, putting a coupon on a Saturday and talking about the results coming in.
Sure.
But their wife would like a Chinese and a bottle of wine. We would just watch Strictly, right? And then the gay guys are like, she's just a pure hoot, love her. The lesbians are just like, you're not quite feminist enough. And I'm like, oh, would you just give me fucking peace? We've all got the Maya Angelou poster, right? Fucking relax. So I think, and I've always tried to be really inclusive in my comedy. You know, like I've never went out and just bashed guys for the sake of it. But I've never hidden. I've never hidden, you know, my sexuality. I've never hidden the team I support. I've never done anything.
I don't think you
Answers
could
on a
if you
postcard.
wanted to.
But I refuse to, because see, if you don't like me for my football team, there's a whole load of other stuff in my life
yeah,
that
that's
you won't
very
like
true.
me for.
Yeah.
Do you know there's a thing that you can watch? There's like a little clip on like YouTube or something, and it's like it's prefaced with here's a clip in. Here's all the footage from Lord of the Rings trilogy where two women talk to each other.
And it's like
then
1
it
minute.
comes on, and it's like a cutaway in a bar of a little girl talking to her mum saying like, "What's for tea, mother?" And then it's the end. that's the entire thing. It's the only bit in the whole film where two women talk to each other.
So I mean, it's good but terrible.
That,
but,
do you know what? That's great. Fucking, I'm going to do that New Zealand Comedy Festival, and I'm going to tell them about that.
Nice.
Or remind them about that.
Nice. Wow.
Is that way
bro,
too
so
big?
you don't like women talking to each other, bro?
That wasn't a good accent.
That's
South Africa.
No, that was actually, I believe it was a Polynesian islander.
Okay,
actually.
fair.
Okay, sorry.
Fair.
So,
Excuse me, pardon me.
so maybe now this podcast is actually cancelled. So
You just come on podcasts to cancel them, and then
this is what I do. And then I'll be the only podcast around and in town, just me talking about boilers for half an hour. That's the only podcast that is.
When is the New Zealand Comedy Festival? Is it before or after? Is it like
fuck
in
knows.
line with the Australian ones?
It's in. Well, I've sort of fucked it, right? Because I'm going to Perth, and I don't really want to. What happened was my wife was like, "Oh, I'd like to go to Perth to go to Rottnest Island to see the wee quokka." And I was like, "All right, well, someone's asking me about it. I'll get the ball rolling." And then after the ball was like rolling too hard to stop, she was like, "I can't afford it." And I was like, "Well, no, I don't actually want to be there." I was trying to, oh fuck, man. So I'm doing that, coming back for a month, and then or like a month and a half, and then it was Glasgow Comedy Festival, and then May I'll be away for like May to New Zealand.
That's big flights
Yeah.
to do so close together.
Yeah, it's gonna be shit.
Have you done these before? Have you been out there before for anything?
Yeah, I've done those kind of flights before. The first time I went, I was with Chris Macarthur-Boyd, and we nearly missed our connecting flight from Dubai because he was eating spaghetti and meatballs at what really would have been 4 a.m. our time.
That's too early for spaghetti meatballs.
He was eating spaghetti meatballs at an Irish bar restaurant in Dubai airport, and I'm like, the fuck is wrong with you, man? Do you know?
that's mad.
Yeah.
That's mental.
I was with him yesterday, and I told him that spaghetti meatballs has to be a past 5 p.m.
Definitely.
meal. Yeah.
But before 4 a.m. What time did you say he was eating the meatballs at?
It was technically 4 a.m.
like
for us.
So what's the meatball window?
5 and like 1 a.m.
What
maybe?
is the meatball window?
I'd say 5 and 9.
Yeah, I would say 5 and 9 as well.
But like,
Yeah.
what if you'd been on a night out and you came home and there was some left over?
If
You
you eat
can.
a cold meatball, maybe one meatball would be fine. But you're not eating a whole dinner.
Yeah, okay, fair.
Who's making a full spaghetti dinner when they're coming home drunk? Sean?
Yes.
Apparently that's a Sean thing.
Yes, man. Because it's more of it's a barometer to how your life's going at that point. I think if between 5 and 9 spaghetti meatballs,
You've got it together.
It's perfectly fine. Any other time, it's like fucking hell. Somebody check in on your mates.
Check it. Yeah, we do a welfare check.
I remember my first joke. It was pure shite.
Go on.
I can't remember. Like, I'm going to fuck it up, but it was something like it takes you like 10,000. Is it 10,000 hours
Yeah, to be
be good at something?
yeah.
So then I was like, so just another 999 minutes and 99 seconds to go.
I realised I've obviously heard that loads of times and thought 10,000 hours was maybe like a year of doing something.
Aye.
It's like if you did like 2 hours a day of something, it's like 38
decades.
years.
Oh my
It's
God.
It's fucking crazy.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I love if you go.
So
Put a bit
we're
more of
sitting
a
here
shift
like,
in, please.
None of us are ever going to be good at anything.
We're
Yeah.
going to be dead. I'll be dead.
Exactly. And that's like 2 hours a day. It's not even like, you know.
Jeez, oh.
And then with comedian sets is like between
20
5
minutes.
and 20 minutes. I need to
I'll be really good when I'm a ghost.
8 gigs a day.
Look at your shoes.
Yeah, good,
Oh
aren't
yeah.
they?
Second shout out to the shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
I
You can see me
accidentally-
do a shout out to the shoes.
Well,
No.
Fraser did
I
actually.
mentioned them. 'cause was so
I
enamored by
accidentally went to show them off and I put my foot in his face, so I'm going to do it to you as well.
I wasn't a fan of that.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to the podcast,
Welcome,
Billy
Billy.
Kirkwood.
You made my kid cry at the weekend, you know that?
It's starting off.
My
it
kid
starts
cried
strong.
at the
It
weekend.
is
And I'm
starting
like,
strong.
That
you
is
know, we got to do something about this. I don't know how this will harm my bookings if I have to headbutt someone. I don't even know what to do. I'm glad my wife's not here.
Oh
But
my
then
God.
Moriarty is the most precious little cupcake. My
Yeah.
kids are kind of like little bits of my personality. Like it's like someone's broken me up.
Sure.
And it's like, so the little one is like, ah! And then the middle one is quite thoughtful and quite creative.
Oh, don't.
And like quite emotionally delicate, I would say. And then there's Loki, who's got like probably all my prominent autistic traits, which is I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you exactly as I think of it. Why is that lady fat? It's like, oh shit.
Explain what happened. From
I would
your
like to let the
perspective.
minutes reflect that I did not make any child cry. I did make someone upset, and I am deeply, deeply sorry.
But can I also say, what a play as well. Turned around, you're probably like his favourite person
Totally
in the world.
turned it around.
Yeah.
Probably like his favourite. Like he actually went, you know how you're my favourite comedian? I went, oh, news for me. And he went, Molly's my second favourite. And it's like, we'll just unpack that. But I think that's cool. Well done.
Thank you. I'm a comedian now.
Moriarty's a big fan. He's waiting for the album, the vinyl. He's not going to get the MP3. He's the fucking vinyl.
It was his birthday as well.
Oh my god!
You
It was
monster.
his birthday.
It was his birthday.
No, it wasn't on that one. It wasn't on that one.
Oh, wasn't it?
It was the week before.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh,
before it was
I
his
thought it was
birthday.
his birthday. I thought it was. Oh, okay.
No, hang
well,
on.
It wasn't that. Well, he did tell
It
me
wasn't that one.
Yeah.
Oh my god! You made him cry on his birthday.
I didn't
well
make
done.
him cry. So
I was waiting till he got home.
I did a poorly timed joke, and I don't have
the joke
kids.
was booing the child.
The joke was booing the child. No, she was. We were having a bit of a fun. We were having a bit of fun, a bit of fuck about, which I love doing all the time. Particularly, I can't upset other acts without even meaning to. It's just my sense of humor, I guess. But it was like, oh, here comes Billy Kirkwood. Boo!
Yeah.
They'll laugh. Ha ha ha! How funny. And Monty, without even thinking about it, Monty is on stage and at the mic, and basically went, "Are you fucking booing me?"
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm actually quite upset. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
And
he
I-
is actually quite upset.
Yeah, and then I also, to set the scene, I thought, I was trying to make an enriching environment for the children. Played Reet Petite, which is our walk-on song, just to kind of give him a thing. Then I locked eyes with Billy. Then I booed
Then
Billy.
you booed the child.
And I booed the child I booed you,
Yes,
which
yes,
I knew
you
you
booed
could
me.
take it. But then forgetting that on stage is your 9-year-old birthday boy.
Yeah.
And into the mic. Oh my god, it breaks my heart. He was like, I actually really didn't like that. And then I was like, very quickly turned off the music and came down, and then I was like, I'm really sorry. I was trying to do it. I tried to do a joke and it didn't work, and I'm very, very sorry.
What you need to know is that's a bit that me and him do at every comedy club we go to.
Trying to
I wish he was.
Trying
He
to-
was so cool. Like honestly, all he talked about was you. Like the
Oh,
rest of the
I'm
day.
so glad.
All
Well,
he talked about you.
I gave him a free ice cream. It didn't say anything about me.
He mentioned you as well. He follows you on Instagram.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, I then showed Maury and Loki how to work the lights and the sound. They got to choose what the lights looked like for the kids' Christmas show.
That's right.
And then I showed them how to introduce you onto stage, and then I just do you know what it was? I was honest and I said, listen, I fucked up. I didn't mean to upset you. And then, listen, I don't have children. I don't know.
You did a great job. Is what I'm going to say.
At one point, Jack was on the door, working on the door, so he was by himself in the hallway, and Maury went out to go to the toilet and went over to Jack and was like, "Can I tell you a secret?" And Jack was like, "Yeah, what is it?" And he was like, "Do you know Billy Kirkwood, the comedian?" That's my dad. But you can't tell anyone.
That's he's so
Right,
lovely.
There was a period when I was doing the breakfast show in Ayrshire on West FM, right? And I'm relatively private with my kids, right? I'm not like some people like really out there. I'm a little bit private. But my son Loki kept introducing me as Billy Kirkwood from West FM, and I fucking hated that.
So good.
I was like, because I had real. We might unpack it.
We have time.
I had real fucking trauma about doing the breakfast show. Like anyone that knows me, I mean, I hated it. there was times I hated getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. I hated pretending that I liked this music. I really didn't like a lot of the people that I worked with, and they clearly did not like me, so they started it. I found it was really traumatic. So anytime he would say that, it's like, oh, this is, and people go, oh, and I'd be like, oh god. And what you need to know is I've come to terms with it, and I actually had a lovely time. If they ever want
If they're looking.
I feel, if anyone's looking. Although I feel really bad for all the people that were nasty about me when we left, and then you've got sacked.
Wow.
But if you are hiring. If you are hiring.
Is there anything that has been sort of widely liked or sort of critically acclaimed that you haven't liked? Or that you don't agree with the majority on?
I don't know, like widely acclaimed. I do remember that year that everybody like a lot of folk were just like, "You'll love Joker, won't you?" And it's like, I fucking hated Joker.
Right. Yeah.
And I just. I hated it so much. Like, it's such a dumb movie that thinks it's smart, which is the worst kind of dumb movie.
Is that the first one or the second one?
The first one. I did watch the second one because for a brief little moment, even though I didn't like the first one, I was like, when stuff about the second one was coming out, and I was just like, is this gonna be fucking class? Because when you first off, like, it's gonna be a musical, and it was like
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga, yeah, and they were like, oh, and like the opening of it is like sort of cartoon by Sylvain Chomet, the guy that did like Belleville Rendezvous, and I was like, oh my god, but no, it's
bad.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the cinema to see it, but like, you know, as soon as it went online, I was just like, all right, let's fucking do this, and it's so bad. But like this time, no one seems to like it.
Okay. Yeah.
Like this, if you like the first one, it's a slap in the face. If you didn't like the first one, there's still nothing to enjoy.
Okay. Yeah. I've just seen this week, or in the past 2 weeks, watched The Heretic, loved.
Oh yeah, really enjoyed
And
it.
then I also watched Hot Frosty, which is the worst film.
What is that?
Have you seen that yet? It's the new Netflix Christmas film where the snowman,
with the guy from Schitt's Creek.
Maybe
the vet from Schitt's Creek.
It's the woman from Mean Girls, and she like turns this like ripped snowman into a human man, but he's still a snowman. Like he can't be inside for too long because he starts to melt.
Right.
And then he's like immediately in love with her, and then she falls in love with a snowman, and it's so bad.
Yeah.
But I think those Christmas films, if they're good, they're bad. Those Christmas films should be bad because you watch them because they're funny, right?
Yeah. I've got a little bit of an issue with like I was curious to see like so like whether or not like I thought Hot Frosty might have the potential to be, if it's done knowingly, it's done, like you could just have fun with it.
Yeah.
But I think something happened with the transition from Hallmark Christmas movies to Netflix Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like Hallmark Christmas movies for a long time were made earnestly.
That's the difference.
Now that they've gone over to Netflix, it's become the Sharknado thing. I'm a big fan of like a bad movie, but Sharknado movies are like, they're deliberately making them bad so that people can watch them. And like I feel like there's any Netflix movie with Lindsay Lohan or it's set in like Ireland or Scotland and they're getting all the facts wrong.
Castle for Christmas.
They're deliberately making them this way so people will talk shit about them online,
You're so
and then
right.
it's hate watch, and then it's just getting the money in. It's just like, no, fuck you. Bad movies used to be made with intent to like somebody was truly trying their hardest, and it was still bad. But when you're deliberately making them bad because it's to feed them into the machine. Sorry, sorry.
That is so true. And I think that's why that kind of film is bad, because it's not done in earnest.
Yeah, like
it's funny to laugh at somebody doing something.
Your audience in particular is one of the nicest audiences.
Thank you.
Genuinely.
100%.
Like when you come in to do a show, there's absolutely no even inkling of a stress or worry that the audiences are going to be.
We could all, as staff, we could all probably just leave and it would all be fine.
That's what I'm building up.
Honesty box on the till.
It's a slow burn. I'm like, yeah, you should. And then the second I'm like, we did it, guys. Let's write the till. And then we'll squat it.
Yeah.
That is such a lovely thing to say, and I feel so deeply proud. And I don't think I really deserve to feel proud, but it's nice. I feel really lucky with my crowd. I feel. Oh, it's just nice and it's interesting. And it's interesting how things like shift in turn with what you choose to do and how things go and stuff. But yeah, I do love that and I feel lucky. And it's funny too, like I've been going long enough that I would say I probably have I don't even know how many, but I have some people who I'm like, you're a long haul fan. Like,
Yeah.
and
You
there's only
recognise
people,
them.
oh, I know them because, like, not too well.
Yeah.
In an appropriate boundary.
Yeah.
But there are some people I'll be like, oh, they're here. And there are some people I know who've been like, come see me for 20 years, and
Damn,
I can't tell you how much it means to me. It means
really
the fucking
nice.
world,
That's
and
so
they
nice.
are still interested in
Yeah.
what I might be up to and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the dream.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Um,
I just need 3 or 4 of them to be so wealthy.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember actually, so I used to babysit for Stuart Lee.
Oh, did
And
you?
yeah, and when I first started it, I must have been at art school
Lottie,
still.
that's so cute.
And now the children are like old.
Oh, yeah. I saw them at a festival and I was like,
Nah, I don't like
let's
it.
talk about music.
Yeah, no. But so I was at art school, and I guess Stuart was talking to me about like what it is to be an artist in the world just now or whatever.
Nice.
And he was like saying that he had a friend who sold one painting a year for like £20,000, and that was just their life. And he was like, you just need to get to that stage. And I was like, damn, that would be so good. I haven't got to that stage because I didn't focus hard enough. But
I still owe
it
money
would have been
for a piece of art.
Is life over?
No. And it's fine. But that would be good.
Yeah, I think I was thinking about this with my friend because we were playing a game where we were like, if you had unlimited money, what would you do? And then we started being like, well, I'd have to give it to the community, blah blah. And she's like, no, we've already done all
Because it's unlimited, so you can,
every charity
that's
thing.
lovely.
We've already done it.
right.
Don't think about that. You've sorted out your family, you've sorted out your friends, you sorted out your community. Don't worry about that. And I literally said to her, I wouldn't move.
Yeah.
I love where I live.
Yeah.
I've got everything I want. Like, my dream was to have close community and have a family, and I have that. But it'd be nice to have a
little bit more.
The things I want for myself, and this was it with my
Yeah.
pal, we were like, I would hire a personal trainer to motivate me every day to exercise. I would hire a masseur every day. I would hire a PA to make sure I was organised. And all of these things, I was like, we just want to facilitate ourselves to be happy and healthy.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want
Yeah.
anything else, you know?
I do think if I could, I would pay to move the gym closer.
Whoa, brick by brick?
Yeah.
When I was at school, there was a girl that I was friends with. So I grew up in Bearsden. It's true. And I'm also, I don't have a chip on my shoulder about it, but I'm not from a particularly wealthy background, but I grew up in Bearsden where there are wealthy people. And one of the people that I grew up with, who's still a good friend of mine, and she's lovely, but her parents had a swimming pool in the basement.
Basement?
Yeah. And we used to
that's
go,
walking around
and
money.
it was amazing. And we used to go there for parties regularly.
Whoa.
We'd have
And they got
pool
wonderful
parties.
heating
And
too.
so we'd go into the house, and then you wouldn't know because you go in. It's like a nice house. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't but it was nice. And then it's like, oh,
Yeah,
just
you're
down
in
these stairs.
Bearsden, you know
And then you
nice.
go down the stairs, and suddenly there's an absolutely ginormous pool. I mean, it's not Olympic, but it was big enough to have parties.
It's not.
Imagine
Put
that.
on a t-shirt. Put that on a
You go
t-shirt.
downstairs, you're like, well, we couldn't host any kind of competitive event here.
I really, really want. It's not Olympic, but it's big enough to have parties. Merch.
That's
That's
good.
nice. I
That's
like
nice.
good.
Yeah, because you could just do that about life.
Yeah, you could.
I'm really sorry. I've been thinking this whole time you've been really nice and modest about I wouldn't have this, I wouldn't have this. I would have a fucking bookcase with a book that pulls back and then opens to a secret room.
Yeah. Would you have it with the bookcase
Maybe
open,
my
or would your
ambitions-
fireplace rotate?
You want the fireplace to function. You
No,
can't have a
no,
rotating
I would
If you
have.
get
I would have.
unlimited money, you could get both.
You could get a functioning.
would
I
have-
reckon that the chimney. Okay, so the internal
Maybe my
chimney.
ambition is too low. I often think this
I
about
think the
myself.
internal chimney is static because it's the flue that goes up to the. Up
But
to
it
the
gets
roof.
so
But
hot.
everything spins around it, so I think that the chimney
But what
could
if
be functional.
What if you slipped
No.
against it and you burnt your shoulder?
Don't.
Big if.
A lot of things could hurt us in
You're
life, but
right.
we just have to be sensible about it.
Okay,
No.
maybe my ambitions are too slight. I do think that.
I think you could get a bookcase in your house that's a
Does
door.
that- Well,
you just turn one of the doors into a
every
bookcase, right?
bookcase is a door.
Oh my
If you
God.
pull hard enough, and the door you want is your wall being
Yeah,
destroyed.
yeah, yeah.
It's funny you were saying about I have to get good at this. I mean, maybe one day we'll get him on, but I remember hearing Fred McCauley talk about when he made the change from being an accountant, a very well paid
Oh,
job.
is that what he did before?
He was an accountant, yeah, to becoming a comedian. He said he didn't have a choice. It had to be good. He had to be successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was basically, he had a family, and he's like, I just need to be good at this.
Yeah.
Because I can't make this change and kind of see how we get on. I need to make money.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
fair play to the guy. He made a good crack of it.
That's great.
But it's
Yeah.
that pressure to be this just has to be good. And we've talked about with other comedians before about how the difference between comedians that seem to kind of really make waves and keep going is about taking it seriously and treating it as a job. Because it's a laugh and stuff, it's fun. I guess you get a buzz for it, but you have to, at some point, it is your job and you need to kind of graft.
Yeah, but it's just about getting the balance right between being a creative person who because like if you want to write comedy, you need to have a sense of like playfulness, and you need to be on stage, and you need to be like, let's have a good time, and let's don't get too upset if someone interrupts you. Do you know what I mean? And like keep the energy up and stuff. And writing, like, it's quite a solitary thing, but or you can have a friend with you that you do it with, but like you just need to retain a kind of playfulness. And if you're like, this has to go well, it's not gonna work. Do you know what I mean? So you have to kind of have both things in your head of like, this has to work, but at the same time, if it doesn't work, it's not the end of the world. So it's hard to strike a balance. That's why posh cunts have so much,
because you just got confidence.
Well, confidence, but also like, if this doesn't go well, my dad will pay for my rent.
Stakes are not the same.
So a lot of kind of like outright outsider alternative comedians, it's like, well, of course you can dance about like that, because if it doesn't work, your fucking dad has a mansion, you fucking freak.
Do you think there's still the same amount of posh comedians as there's always been, or is there like more or less? Is it like a constant thing?
Do you know another reason that you get more is there's it's a constant thing, but it's also like not such a thing in Scotland because we do bully them out. But in England, there's a lot of posh people, and it's like another thing is that I always thought, oh, they're successful because they have all these contacts and stuff. But in actual fact, it's because their mum and dad send them away from their family to go live in a weird castle from the 1600s in the middle of nowhere, where like paedophiles are looking after them, and they're all fucking, you know, shagging each other and jacking off together in these rooms like Hogwarts. And it's like, of course you're going to do stand-up because your life's a fucking nightmare. Your dad's a millionaire banker, but you're getting shagged in a bed by other boys who are coming in your hair while you're sleeping. Of course you're going to get a stand-up.
First mention of cum.
Congratulations. I'll be honest with you, when Rosco was on, it was within seconds.
He is such a bad egg. Like, whoa, is this a cup of cum?
So we always end our pod episodes with Molly. We'll just make up a question off the top of her head, and good luck. It may be about breakfast again. We don't know.
No,
we actually have already done quite a lot of. Would you? Anyway, no.
If you were a darts player,
right?
I look like I could be. Put me in like a wee polo shirt.
What would your darts nickname be?
All right.
Sorry,
no questions.
Sorry.
Okay, what would your darts nickname be, and what would your walk-on song be? Because I think
that's a good comment.
That's different to entry song for a comedian.
Yeah.
Although Gareth Wall disagreed with me.
No, I think I've not been on the pod.
No, but I've spoken to him before in my life.
You speak to other people outside this podcast.
So, you know,
I don't. This is my only socialising time.
Yeah, so nickname and walk-on song.
I will. Oh no, I can't say that. I was going to tell you a joke, but it's nothing to do with darts. Can you not ask me what my nickname would be if I was a boxer?
Yeah. What would your nickname be?
I don't think I can. You've already been put it in, so I can't say it.
Well, no, what would it be if you were a boxer then?
Dyke Tyson.
That's good.
It's good, That's good.
Surely
I mean, I can say it.
Exactly. I can go in.
Surely.
Well, one of my
if we
bugbears in life is I wish
bleeps.
Dyke was more a strong wrestler.
You think that should be?
I think it should be.
Yeah.
I think it should be. Everyone says it, and I'm like, no, you can't say it, but just because I want to gatekeep.
I got called the Diesel Dyke the other day.
By who? Why?
By my mum. No, someone. I guess it was like catcalling, but they like shouted out that I was a Diesel Dyke, and I was like, yeah. Speaking. Anyway, what would your walk-on song be?
As a boxer or a dart player?
Either.
I love putting on, like we were talking this before the pod about karaoke. I'm sorry we didn't save it for the pod. But I love the idea, like because I'm quite a masculine looking person, I love putting on the campest songs because it just throws people off. So I would say Spice Girls, If You Want to Be My Lover.
Oh. That is, I like the image that this is conjuring in my head.
Yeah.
We Dyke Tyson. If you want to be my lover.
That's so good.
That's good.
A little left, right, good night.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
You?
Oh, fuck.
Boxer or darts?
I prefer darts.
I've never seen darts. So I don't really
You've played darts.
I played darts. I'm actually legendary at
Classic
that.
Are you good at darts?
Turns out,
played
I'd never played it before. We went and played darts, and I was
Oh,
like,
my
I don't know
birthday.
what I'm doing, I don't know what I'm doing. And then I threw it, and I'd get like triple 19. Triple
Yeah,
20. It
I was like,
every
all you
time.
need to do is get at least a 5, and then they would be like, "Would," and it would get like the best score. I was so fine about it.
I used to work in an old man's pub, and darts was like very
Love
popular.
darts.
And I used to love, right, it's so funny. So see when the older men, because the older men who play darts who have done it for years, their math is amazing. Because obviously they're used to just
Yeah,
like
right.
whatever, right? But the younger boys that would come in, they would just use an app on their phone, and the guys in the pub would like rage, like actually shake with rage, like, that's not how you do it, son. Like, you need to, that's how you are fucked, you need to do it in here. You are using your wee fucking computer thing, you need to fucking, you'll never be able to do it.
Everything's computer. Trump said that the other day. Everything's computer.
Friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
I don't think so. But that's the epitome of Leonardo getting his Oscar because they feel like you need to give him one.
Yeah. Wait, has he got one now?
He got it for the Revenant.
Revenant.
But then
For the Revenant?
I can just say
Did he get it
things
for the
after you if you want.
The Revenant.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm silencing you. You don't apologise. I should be apologising to you. Like you said, Revenant. You did Revenant, yeah.
It's like I'm a hype man. It's good.
Did you see these 2 women in Australia that were like eyewitnesses to something and they're identical twins and they speak at the same time?
It's so
How could
weird.
That's husband.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight
So
after.
shall I ask you? I'll
very
ask you
good.
a question, and you can be the.
Okay, yeah,
Australian girls.
please.
Wait, you two?
Yeah, us two.
We'll
sorry.
try.
You can do it next time.
So
I don't know what's going on.
Are you excited for your dinner tonight?
Yeah,
It's very excited for my dinner
for my dinner tonight.
What are you going to eat?
I think
maybe
like a
pasta
pasta
type thing. Maybe like
spaghetti
spaghetti bolognese.
That was what the interview was.
We're
That was
quite
what the
close
interview
together.
was.
I think
Yeah,
the
yeah.
distance maybe needs to be a wee bit closer
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I've stopped doing it a bit
Yeah.
closer because
But yeah, that was
good.
Yeah.
that's a bit.
Yeah, well done.
That's a bit.
This is a bit. This is a
Billy
bit.
Kirkwood.
Yeah.
This is a bit. Did you not tell me that's what his next show's going to be called?
This
yeah,
is a bit.
so Billy
Surely our
started.
show's called that already.
Surely.
Well, not his show.
Billy's
his
never
next
done
show.
one.
So Billy and I have this like back and forth. Where no,
She likes to make Billy's kids cry.
on their birthday. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's good to, do you know, it's always good to have something that you do regularly.
Yeah.
Have a bit of routine.
Traditions
commit.
are important.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just think that kids have it too easy.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
they
Oh,
come in
absolutely.
and
With their
you have to
iPads.
be nice to them with their iPads, and like, I'm not allowed to have the iPad.
Yeah.
Like,
fair.
it's you're in my place work,
Yeah.
and I don't care if it's your 9th birthday. I'm 27. I'm older than you.
Why are you in the Stand Comedy Club on your
Yeah.
9th birthday?
Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah. Have you ever
You
thought
should be at
about
home
that?
on your iPad.
Yeah, yeah. And like I at a wedding a couple of years ago, just because me and my boyfriend were the youngest, like the youngest adults, we were kind of chosen to look after all the kids. We weren't elected to do
How
that.
does that become
That's
a rule?
bad.
That's shite. It's
That's
true.
exactly
Also,
what
that
it
feels
was.
like the oldest person should
Yeah,
be doing it because they have the most
exactly.
experience.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
at least, yeah.
So then they wanted us to come and play air hockey.
The
with
kids
them.
did?
The kids, yeah. And so Pete and I were doing that, but like I'm not gonna
Let them
like,
win.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
I
playing.
completely agree.
Air hockey at the wedding?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Where
That's
was
kinda
it?
cool.
Was it
It was in the top.
Hotel?
It was
It was
in.
an
It was in a.
Escape arcade.
It was in Boom Battle Bar. But
There was that one called that's like something 42 or something.
Oh,
NQ 42.
NQ64.
Whatever it is.
But
That's
yeah,
where
it
you
was.
were
It was in
married.
this hotel. It was a honestly amazing wedding. And there was like karaoke in the basement, shuffleboard. There was a big chess outside.
Like human
Big
chess.
chess.
Yeah, the wizard's chess.
Yeah.
Wizard's chess.
There was like
No,
a.
you can't.
No way. There was a big chessboard outside, and some other things. And then Pete and I were staying on the top floor, and there was like a little cinema area, and then an air hockey table. And they wanted us to play air hockey with them, but we weren't gonna let them. I was like,
Yeah.
really going for it.
But
And
that's
then-
my problem. I can't let children win in a situation
Honestly,
where you
they
should
need
let
to
children
learn.
win.
But then
Yeah.
I think like one of the kids started to get a bit upset, and then Pete was like, "Listen, you're not playing." you won't play if no one will want to play with you if you're going to act like that. And then they were like, yeah, okay.
But that's quite a good approach to dealing with it, because I would be like, oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
And then I think there was something, it was like one of the many things where I was like, yeah, I like this guy, because he was like, well, sorry, child's name, but Pete's a little drunk right now. I'm going to get another beer like that.
Was it not here? I can't remember if it was the live show here where we spoke about this, or it was an episode we recorded recently, but I was speaking about when I used to go to Laser Tag.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was here.
Yeah.
You should know every single thing that I said on stage if you really cared.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to love. It was like it was a 9th birthday party at this Laser Tag, and I won, of course, because it was me and 4 of my friends or something, and then a 9-year-old's birthday party. And they can't give you if there's not enough of you need to go on to the other one. So I was just like, they don't even know how this works. See, when we were in the bit before, like half of them had even went in, but the game had started, I was just silently pew pew on
Gun
the back
to
of
the
their
side,
backpacks hitting the marker. They didn't even know it was happening. It was going doo doo doo, and they're going, oh, mine doesn't work. And I'm going, yeah, because I'm not giving you a second.
I used to work in a laser quest place.
That's probably bad for your mental health because it's always dark.
Your
laces on your shoes are all fluorescent and all that. That's bad for your mental health.
What's bad for your mental health is when you go in to somewhere like that where there's fluorescent light and then other people's teeth are glowing. And
that never happened.
Yeah, that never happened.
But it was like, it was in Edinburgh. It was an arcade, a laser quest.
What do you call it? It's okay to
I'd
not
say
call
laser
it.
quest.
See, when I was a kid, we called it the Zap Zone, but that's because because in Clydebank where we went to,
that's all they had.
They had a Zap Zone and it was next to the Mega Bowl. So you would go to like a birthday party, you go to the Zap Zone, then you go to the Mega Bowl.
Don't do that when you're doing Zap Zone.
Zap Zone. I would love to go to the Zap Zone right now.
Would you like to explain what's happening?
I'll explain what's happening. So Fraser's gone over there to hit the music. Lottie is behind me and is going to hand me some random objects. I'm going to freestyle rap with every object I touch. I asked these guys before the podcast to find 10 items in the Stand Comedy Club that I had hopefully never seen before, that people would be unlikely to hold up at some of my gigs. So we know this is properly improvised. This is completely off the top of my head. And I can already see Fraser laughing at an object behind me that I can't see. So this should be good. If we drop that beat, I'll rhyme with every object I touch. Let's fucking do this. Also, great for a podcast, by the way. For an audio medium, you probably want to switch to the video, I've just realised. A check 1 2. A microphone check 1 2. Some people in the place, just let me rock this. I'm about to freestyle with all of these objects. I have not seen them, I spit it so hotly. So pass me the first object. Yes please, Lottie, what do we have? Yes, it's so sacred, I don't need a hammer to motherfucking nail this, cause it's MC Hammersmith. Yes, I do rock. Every time I do, these rappers they meet shock. Oh, by the way, Jesus, yes, so definitely, I didn't realize this mallet was so heavy. That's the way I do. Yes, I bring the hammer, and something like that, other rappers getting battered. Give that to me. Yes, we be jumping. Look at that shit. I light the room up like a pumpkin. Yeah, off top, these styles I am blasting. So sexy, ladies want to jack my lantern. That's the way I bust it. Yes, I display. What the fuck is that? I thought it was mayonnaise. Yes, it's Caesar dressing. Let me ingest. Shout out in the building to Pizza Express. God damn. Yes, I've got a call. Yes, I put that on my fucking dough balls. Look at that shit. Yes, I will murk this. It's Rent-A-Kill, pest prevention service. Yeah, when you do pest prevention, it's tactical. You know, of course, you have to read the motherfucking manual. Look at that shit. Yes, it's like bands. Yes, you've got the stages to knock out the ants. That's so amazing. These styles I flex. Respect that if you're getting rid of all the insects. All these whack rappers, I go full throttle. I bring heat undercover like a hot water bottle. That is just what I'm saying. My Microphones every day, I be decaying. I've got to ask, I'm the ill-style inflector. That is an Andrew Johnson Pez dispenser. Look at that. You know that I'm resident. Andrew Johnson, the 22nd president. That is true. I bust with this stuff. I'm only joking, of course. I just fucking made that up. And when I'm on the track, I say this with glee. Look, it's a Polaroid picture of me. That is so sick. Yes, I'm in a rage. I took that last year when I was backstage. Put it on the wall. It's a roller coaster. Cause by the way, my fucking show poster isn't up yet. So I thought I would do it. When I'm on the track, you know I stay fluid. Now this is the name of a particular game, but I can't remember it. And that is insane. If I have to make it up, I think it sounds whack. What's the name of this? This isn't fucking Mousetrap.
Kerplunk.
Kaplunk. Yes, I'm a punk. I thought that had me sad and in a fucking funk. That's the way I do. Yes, it's a puzzle. I shagged your mum and like this, my balls, they all tumbled. Yeah, I'm the best when I rock that mic. See the way I do, and this is so tight. Oh, I fucking love that. These styles I'm destroying. You had pest control, and that's fucking rat poison. Look at that. Yes, I bring bars. You know you've got that in your motherfucking jar. Jesus Christ. Straight off the dome. What the fuck is this here on the microphone? Bloody love that. As I say it instead. Thank you, Lottie, for the papier-mâché head. That is so great. Yes, insane. Can I put this right now on the top of my brain and put the mic in there? Yes, at this gig. No, honestly, my head is far too fucking big. That's the way I do. I'm hard like enamel. I'm wearing the sombrero, so now I'm getting cancelled. Make some noise!
Fuck me. This is not what I expected when I said I'd be on a podcast. Well,
that was unreal.
That was
Are you
surprising.
Some help?
Yeah, did it. Yeah, feel free.
Thank you. Wow. Okay, I'll live with you. Wasn't expecting that.
Good.